Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to see another one right here, right now. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you, always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Terrence Bud Crawford. 173 centimeters tall, weight 63.5 kilos with a reach of 188 centimeters. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
Pure bad blood.
And now for the official introductions, we turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Todd, as a young man, this is the Mecca. This is the place you want to be. This is it.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
It's bombs away. Misses with the jab. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Not a lot of defense here at all. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. How about Alvarez in that last round? Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
You gonna feel good? Good man. Don't give him anything. Do not, but you still like it.
And there's the bell to start round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Punch, counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you pull it right there, Crawford is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what?
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Crawford's legs are all over the place. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Being dazed now needs to step.
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. All right, Alvarez in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Switched off. What are you doing? I need you to go back round. Finish tracks.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. That the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Very close round. Oh, wait a minute. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. All right, Alvarez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Great round, great round. Now, relax. But you've got to be smart.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That left hook missed. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the back.
Oh my God, Johnny! Crawford may be ready to go down. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. And he misses with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Crawford is dazed. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
It's the same into this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Got to finish him.
On to the fifth we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Just missed with that hook. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And he scores with the counter. The charts action from both of these fighters. Whoa, wait a minute! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Looks like trouble was averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Baron, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
He's not in your league.
Go out there and finish.
This is the beginning of round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Beautiful counter punch. They both want the knockout. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Crawford in trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You've led him back into this. You're better than
Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
jabs, basics. Just get you with him back.
Breathe straight down. No, you can't.
Here we go. It's round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Holding nothing back here in the round. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say,
Whoa, Johnny! Canelo in serious jeopardy here going to the canvas. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. He somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Back out there and win the round.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. Just the same again. Don't.
Don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nice counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. Just missed with that hook. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. How are they still standing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Incredible work rate. Perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Oh my word, Canelo just got... Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Come on, breathe. Breathe.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Just sit there and let's reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad...
Great.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Beautiful counter punch. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Get out there and switch on. Get it.
Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away.
Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. Just box him.
Here's the bell for round 10. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Can't land the jab there. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they're in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Is he going to punch himself out, though? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
It's when you talk about championship material.
You were thinking, you were smart.
Okay, now you're switching off. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Don't get the jab, don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of what you...
I got him this round.
That's start 11. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
That counter shot lands. That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good defense to block the hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. Oh, wait a minute! Crawford may be ready to go down. And it's pulling right there. Crawford in trouble. And down goes Crawford. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.